Hi, my name's Dr. Steve Simpson. I'm a medical doctor by background, but I now work as a mind coach with elite performers. And of course, they're people like you, because we're all elite at least one thing in our lives. And there are certain mind skills that we can learn which will move our performance to an even higher level. I get a lot of emails every day from around the world from people who've seen my movies or come to my talks or read my books, and there are some questions that keep being asked many times, so I thought it might be a good idea to make some short videos addressing some of the common questions. And this particular one is about visualization, because I've worked with thousands of people one way or the other over the last 10 years, and I talk to almost all of them at some point about visualization, because it really is one of the secrets of peak performance. And I talk about this in all my books, but particularly in my latest book, Get Lucky Now, which a client had been reading. And his question was, you say that visualization is one of the 7 secrets, but I'd have trouble visualizing. Do I have any suggestions? Well, I do, because to give you the quick answer, we can all visualize. So you do have visualization skills, John. It's just that they are unconscious. Because if I was to ask you now, reach out and imagine you're opening the front door of your house, you would be able to show me which side of the door it was. Now, you're not thinking about it because it's something you've done hundreds or even thousands of times. So it's in your unconscious mind, not your conscious mind. But your conscious mind is telling you that you can't see pictures. Well, the truth is that you can. And in a coaching perspective, what I would encourage people to do is to really big up those unconscious pictures, and for once in our lives, it's important to put things into the conscious mind as well. Normally, the more we can throw out of our conscious mind, the easier things go. But on this particular occasion, I would like you, whatever it is in your life that you're striving towards, let's say you've got some overarching goal you're working towards. Let's say it might be publishing your book. Well, the more we think about this, as long as we're thinking in the right way, the more likely it is to happen. There's a line in The Secrets, there's something like thoughts become things. And many people through the ages have identified having the right thoughts as one of the prerequisites for achieving whatever it is that we want. So let's say that you want to write a book and have it published. Well, build a picture in your mind of you actually going to a book launch talking to some of your friends or at a bookseller's, whatever it is, and your book is laid out there and people are coming up and asking you to sign it and buy it, of course, and you're having to speak to them and say, write a few comments, all this kind of thing, which is a pleasure. That's because you've been working months, probably years, for this moment. So by visualizing this event in the future, the more of the senses that you can put into this movie that you're making, then the more likely it is to happen. So you really are a director of a movie. You have huge budgets. You can hire the best actors, the best technical crew, the best script writers. So work on all of this in your head. Where is the best place to do this? I've found the best place really is to lie on your bed with your eyes closed, just building this movie and running it backwards in your head. Now, so there are obviously the things that you can see, but we have other senses as well. Hearing is very important. So all the best movies have a soundtrack, and the emotions, the feelings that we have are very important. And on occasions, the things that we can smell or taste are important. So build all of these things into that self-fulfilling vision of success, and practice it a few times every day, at least once. And once you've been doing this for a while, it will become automatic. And that is when you can allow those visualization skills to go back into their unconscious mind, because they will be with you then 24/7, guiding you with every little or even big decision that you're making on your way to whatever that goal is. In the example I gave, it was having your book published. Well, books don't get published if you don't write at least a little bit every day or most days. So your guidance system will find ways of making that enjoyable or prick your conscience or whatever, and the words sooner or later will get written. So there's a tip on visualization. The bottom line is we all visualize. We visualize unconsciously most of the time, but there are times when we want to big this up and push it into our conscious mind and practice and rehearse it until we can finally let it slip back into the unconscious mind. And that's when magic things start to happen. So I hope that helped. If you do have any more questions, then fire them in, and I may need to add some bits to this video, but I think you'll be on the right track if you follow that. So good luck.